So the other day I tested out the ICOM 705 on the Lightsaber Max from PowerFilm, and I realized I had never tested out the ICOM 705 with an FT8 battery torture test on its own internal battery. We're using the Chameleon 9-foot 4-inch military whip 2.0 for today's experiment, which is why we're going to need that tuner to get on to 20 meters. With the Lightsaber we made 23 contacts and the battery lasted 4 hours and 18 minutes. And so today I'm going to take a look at the 705 as soon as this light goes out and see how long it lasts on its own internal battery under the same conditions. So if you're not familiar with the test, what I am going to do, it's the 272 battery pack, 8.3 volts, 100% because I'm currently on external power because I just finished a charging cycle. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Raspberry Pi 5. I'm going to run FT8 and I'm going to make as many contacts or not. It doesn't really matter if you make contacts. What matters is that it's going to transmit for 15 seconds and it's going to receive for 15 seconds. And I'm going to do my best to make sure that this thing is hitting as hard as it can. But I also, the last one was 4 hours. I'm assuming this is going to be about 2 hours worth of testing. So I might miss a little bit, but that's better than average, but not dead on. So it's going to kind of give you some ability to extrapolate out to sideband contacts or CW contacts or any other mode that you happen to prefer. But it's just a way to test that the battery's running down. So if I get stuck in a transmit loop where I'm talking to somebody who's no longer listening to me, I'm still transmitting every 15 seconds. The part where it's going to get bad is when it prompts me to report or finishes a QSO and doesn't automatically restart. So I got to be a little tiny bit on it. And so what I'm going to do now is verify that everything is working, and then we're going to unplug the power cable and we're going to get to work. So we've got the tuner on, we're in data mode, we've got the Raspberry Pi up and running, we've got the computer running. Let's start up the software. Looks like it's not connected to the radio. This is why I want to do this stuff before. Nope, audio's fine. Got decodes over on the backside. There we go. Now we're connected, we got a green light, I heard the radio click. We should get some decodes here in a couple of seconds. I already see some activity on the waterfall. I'm gonna pick a spot that's open, and then we're going to hit the tune button, and we're putting out 11 watts. We got good SWR. Let's check out our meter. Meter showing good SWR on the radio. Perfect. We're transmitting. We're nice and solid on shore power. 10 watts out, 100%. Bam. Solid connection. That fluttering is probably going to happen no matter what. See if we make a contact. And the first contact has been made. This is not the PowerFilm test. This is the internal BP test. And we're running at 10 watts for that, but we'll run at 5 watts during the test because we have no choice. Okay, so now to start the test off perfectly, we need to pull the power cord out. And we are now at 50% of HF power, and it's our turn to transmit. So we're at 100% 5 watts. There is no fluttering on the internal battery on the signal meter, and there is a little bit of fluttering on the voltmeter there. And we're getting 5.4 watts out according to the external power meter. And so the test begins at 11:41, and then I will set a timer, and I'll come back every 15 minutes. I won't bore you with watching me watch the computer make contacts for me while I try to test out this battery, but I will share with you some coverage maps at the end, and I will share with you the time that it takes this battery to die. Place your bets now. Can we beat 2 hours? Do you hear that? I don't hear it either. The radio went silent, and I'm like, it got awful quiet in here. No clicking, no songs of my people, no nothing. Let's go check out the report. So 11:41 to 12:41 is 1 hour. 12:41 to 1:08. So 1 hour, 27 minutes. And let me see how many contacts we made. That was 9 contacts. Okay, so I did try to push it a little bit harder and it did not work. One of the things I noticed on the battery test that would be interesting to share with you guys is we have the little bar indicator on the battery meter. And then we have the voltage. If you tap the battery meter itself, it gives you the voltage of the battery. So I was down at about 1 bar at a little over the hour mark in. And during transmit, it was 6 volts. And during rest, it was 7.2 volts. And it was still doing 5.4 watts out. So that's actually really good performance for that internal battery pack. So I'm gonna get it all recharged up, but I did want to share with you how well that battery lasted. 1 hour and 27 minutes and 9 contacts. We did not get the park activated. If we were at a POTA park, I'm not. But like as a real world mission type thing on the internal battery pack. So bring a second battery pack or get the extended runtime battery pack if they weren't so expensive. and take it from there. I am working with W0AEZ, Kevin, to see if he can make up a battery pack for the 705, but he has been slammed with orders on his battery pack for the FT5D. I'll leave a link in the description down below where you can get the 705 or the antenna tuner, and also I will leave a video right here on some of Kevin's really cool. So be sure and check all of that out. And let me know if there's any other battery torture tests you guys would like to see. I did a whole bunch on the FT818 way back in the day. Thanks for being awesome. I'll see you over there.